I'm just at the tunnel now. It's not as long as what I thought it'd be. Hi everyone, welcome to the first DLR TV vlog of the 2023 season. I'm going to be covering going testing in the wind tunnel tomorrow, going to a networking meeting tomorrow morning, and got a sponsorship meeting tomorrow, so quite a busy day. So I'm going to cover all that. But firstly, what have I been up to and how did the team hard deal come about? It's what people are mostly asking. Feels a bit weird doing this. I hadn't done it for like 5 or 6 months, and it took me a while to get used to it last year recording myself, but let's crack on. Team hard deal came about. Well, firstly, ideally you want continuity with a team. You'd like to stay with a race team for obvious reasons. I had a lot of success with Accelerate last year, enjoyed my time there. It would have been nice to stay, but the team required over 6 figures more than what I paid last year, which just made it impossible. Obviously, fair play to them. They're a business. They need to do what they need to do. So no hard feelings whatsoever. But I know a lot of people were asking why. So that's why. Simple as that, really. It's motorsport. So then the next task, because I managed myself, was to start picking up the phone and speaking to different teams and seeing where there was opportunities. I had a meeting with a number of different teams, and in the middle of it all, for the past couple of years, Tony has reached out to me to try get me to join Team Hard, and just being honest as well, you know, last couple of years, 2-3 years ago, I don't think it was the right time for me to join. But over these years, the team's got stronger and stronger every year. They've come a long way, you know, from where they were 4 or 5 years ago. And I think what Bobby did last year in the championship was really impressive. Not only did he get stronger and stronger throughout the year, he was kind of on his own. So he didn't have a teammate who was matching his times last year. So he didn't have anyone to really learn off throughout the season. Like when I was at Max, I always learned from Jason in the Astra. There was always 2 or 3 attempts I could pick up off him over the weekend on the data. Same with last year with Ingram. I could always pick up some time from Tom, and vice versa. Even though Tom had the legs on me majority of the time last year, there was always certain points during a race weekend I was a bit quicker than him, which, you know, that's what teammates are for. You need to learn. So I think what Bobby did last year was mega, and they finished off strong. So I had a meeting with Tony. We said, what's the potential? For me, I need a really strong engineer and a strong pit crew. I've got Kev Berry, who's probably one of the most experienced engineers on the pit lane. He's won a number of titles. He's worked with Colin Turkington, so I'm in really good hands, which is really exciting. I've got a really strong pit crew and a brand new chassis. So, you know, I picked up the phone, spoke to Tony, I got all this. Took a little while to put together, but once we had an agreement, we thought, let's go for it. Once you've decided what you're going to do, then you have to find a sponsorship and get the backing to pay for the drive, the contribution. So to be honest, after the last 5 months, I've pretty much been in an office 5 days a week, pulling my hair out. It was looking great towards the end of January, and then within 9 days, I had 4 sponsors pull out for very different reasons, which I don't need to go into, but those 4 sponsors added up to 90 grand, so that was a big hit for me. I went from, okay, looking comfortable and we've got everything covered, to here we go again. So I had a little bit of a moment, but now I'm just cracking on. I've cracked on since then, and I'm pushing really hard. I've got quite a lot of positive potential meetings coming up and opportunities. So it's a bit like, I always say to like my friends, it's like you get to the end of a season and it's like you get sacked and you go find a new job every year. You've got to go again. You've got to work again. Which is tough, but that's obviously just part of motorsport, and do it because I love it. So yeah, been really busy with that. We've had some new sponsors announced already. Like I said, I've got a sponsorship meeting tomorrow, which I'll cover. And I'm going to a networking meeting tomorrow morning. So I go to a BNI networking meeting every Wednesday morning at 6:30, where we have about 32 different business owners, and we just network. We stand up for 60 seconds, say what we do, say what we're looking for, and people make referrals, which when I tell some people that, people turn their nose up it and go, what do you get from that? But I've actually had Future Flooring sponsor, Greenview Projects as a sponsor, Calder IT as a sponsor. Quite a few club members have joined through BNI, so it's resulted in tens of thousands of pounds. It's hard work going there every single Wednesday, and you have to go, you can't miss one, you've got to bring referrals, but it definitely does work. If you don't do it, then obviously you never have a chance in meeting new people. So any young racing drivers who watch this, it's a really good tip. Networking is key. You need to do it. You might not want to do it at times, but you got to put yourself out there. So we've got that tomorrow morning. And what else have I been up to? I don't have a simulator anymore, which is the deal with the simulator company was with Accelerate. So that's gone. I'm just trying to do a new deal with a new sim company, which is exciting. I'm hoping to get that over the line this week. So once I get the new sim, I'm going to do some more tutorial videos, give some advice on some iRacing and things like that, and tips for you guys. So let me know if that sounds interesting to you. And yeah, there's going to be some doubters out there to see what we can do, but I'm up for the challenge. Like I said, I said it on my Facebook status like 5 months ago. You know, not every team was always a top team. You know, some of the top teams now were nothing 3-4 years ago. So it's a new challenge. It's an opportunity for me to build a team around me, just like all of strong people do. Jake Hill, Ash Sutton, Tom Ingram, they've worked with the same people for years and had the same team around them. Might not be the same race team, but the same engineers and the same pit crew. So I'm really excited. That's how it came about, and yeah, it'll be interesting to see how we get on. So that's taken most of my time up doing sponsorship stuff, and now it's getting exciting because we're coming up to pre-season testing, and as you can imagine, I've got like an attention span of a 5-year-old, so I get bored being in the office, so I can't wait to get in the car. I actually drove an Infinity last Friday, a British touring car Infinity, which was really strange, driving a rear-wheel drive British touring car. I'm working on a new corporate track day events company, which is really exciting as well, which I'll cover that a little bit later once everything's up and running. But yeah, driving a rear-wheel drive touring car was really interesting, and you can see where they get their advantages from and also disadvantages. We were on really old tyres and probably not the optimal setup, but it was really cool. So that was good to dust off the cobwebs, and then we're out testing. What day is it now? We're out testing on the 5th of April at Brands Hatch. And then we've got the media day, and then we're going to Brands again, and then I think, well, media day at Brands, and then Donny and Snet. So we've got some testing coming up. So yeah, really excited. Can't wait for the new season. Obviously, it's going to be challenging at times. I'm interested to see what we can do. I don't like saying, oh, we're going to go win out the bat. You know, you need to see. You don't know how everything's going to pan out in touring cars, do you? Obviously, we've got the M Sport engine this year, which I've been making some developments with over winter. So that'll be exciting to see what that's like. And yeah, just looking forward to it. I'll say this again probably later in the video, but if you've got any ideas for this season, if there's some things that you liked last year, let me know. A lot of people asking me how my mum is. She's all good. She'll be on the vlog this year. No creepy comments from loads of blokes, please. Probably set myself up there, but yeah, it should be good. It should be good. And like I say, tomorrow I'll cover those bits, including wind tunnel, so it should be good. Morning everyone, it's 6:15. Just getting ready for my networking meeting this morning. I'm a little bit half asleep still, so I need this coffee to get going. It's gonna be quite a long day, and yeah, show you what I'm doing on a Wednesday. Hi guys, so I finished the networking meeting this morning. I'm now on the M1 heading down to Catesby Tunnel, or Catesby Tunnel, I'm not sure how it's pronounced. Basically it's a wind tunnel, and Team Hard are doing some testing this morning to basically test the airflow over the car and also how the air flows into the cooling package, which is really interesting. I've never been to one before. I think Napa went to this same one last year. It looked really cool, and I've never been, so basically I just wanted to go see what it's like. So it should be interesting. not sure what to expect, but from what I can gather, it's just a very long tunnel, which is like 2 lanes wide. Literally just go through the tunnel at a high speed, and then however the sensors are placed on the car, I'm not sure, then they can see what's going on. But like I said, I've never been, so I'm not going to pretend to know. So that should be interesting, so I'll cover some of that. And yeah, I mean, networking meeting was good this morning, taking the bins out. It's glamorous being a racing driver, you know, it's all good. But today is quite a good day because I'm on the road. I haven't done this sort of stuff for a while. I've been in the office all the time, so looking forward to this. And then on the way back, okay, it's just about 20 minutes outside of Silverstone, I think, so it's about 2.5 hours for me. And then on the way back up north, I'm going to see a guy called Mark Webb, who's a builder. He joined my members club last year, he loved it, and he said this week he wants to do some sponsorship, which is mega. So we're going to have a sit down and talk through how we can maximise the sponsorship for him, and go look at a couple of his projects so I understand what he does, and yeah, do that. So it's quite a good day, it's nice to be out. And yeah, I've seen quite a few other teams are testing at the moment, which I'm obviously a little bit jealous of, but that's going to be coming up at the start of April for us. So yeah, can't wait to get out. So yeah, see you at the wind tunnel. I'm just at the tunnel now. It's not as long as what I thought it'd be.
Right, Bobby, when you come in now, we're going to send you around and put it back.
So I've literally just turned up. Bobby's just done a run there. It's quite impressive. It's, yeah, a lot longer than what I thought it'd be, but we're just walking down to the start of the tunnel now. I've been told right to the end, even though you can't see where it's going, but it's 2.8 kilometers to the end. Or you can see it a little bit better now, but it's not exactly that wide when we're going to be doing over 100 miles an hour down there. It looks pretty dark as well, but yeah, it's weird. It's pretty cool. Looks like there's some puddles either side as well, and then apparently at the end of it, it's just a brick wall, and there's another rotating platform like we've literally just used now, where it rotates the car and obviously comes back down. So yeah, it's pretty cool.
Oh yeah, I think it's okay. Well, you just roll down there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to stop about halfway.
Yeah.
Put one up on the side, and then I'm going to put one on these blue barrels at the very end.
Okay. I'll stop at the midpoint then, and
can we do the midpoint after? I'm just preserving battery as best I can, so I'll turn that one on on our way back.
Yeah, no problem.
Is that okay?
So we're now at the end of the tunnel. We've just been brought down to have a look. I can't believe how long it is. It's so strange. You can see on the wetway, you can't really see it on here, but that little rectangular dot is the huge door where the car goes through. So down here it's absolutely soaking. When Bobby got onto this area, he gets down, presses the button, turns him back round. When he's set off, it's just wheel spinning third, fourth gear because it's so wet. So yeah, it's weird. So we're just Josh over there, Wave, Josh. Josh is the marketing manager for the team, so we're just setting up some GoPros to get some shots. Hopefully we can get some of them and put it on the vlog as well. But yeah, it's cool. Just set up a camera for the drive-by. We use some high technology balancing materials, so it should be all right.
The CCs, we had all three behind the hire car.
All right, Bobby. How is it?
Yeah, it's good, mate.
Scary?
Yeah.
Let's keep out of the way.
Yeah.
So Bobby's just doing some more runs now. It's quite interesting actually listening to how it works. They've got loads of sensors on the car and they do a lot of the testing through the sensors on the dampers, and they get Bobby to accelerate up to a certain speed, up to say like 5th gear, keep it on a limiter to keep it at a static speed, a constant speed then, and then basically clutch in and let it coast all the way along, so they can just sense the drag of the car. So yeah, really interesting what they're doing, and then other little bits and bats. Obviously I can't say everything on here, but yeah, it's really cool. So it's about 1:45 now. I've just left the wind tunnel and heading up to Nottingham for this meeting. That was really cool. Yeah, really different, never been to one before, really interesting. Glad I came down to have a look. I would have liked to drive down and see what it's like, but yeah, it's all good. Another time, and yeah, see how this meeting goes. So I've just got home. It's 10 to 8. I got up at 5:30 this morning, so I am shattered. Long day, but really enjoyable day. Makes a nice change to get out on the road and do some stuff instead of being in an office, especially with the wind tunnel as well. That was cool. And then the meeting in Nottingham went really well with Mark. I went to see a couple of his building projects to see what he did and talked through everything this year, what we're going to do. It's quite nice to have someone who joined the members club move up to be a sponsor. It's happened quite a few times now, which is great because obviously people see the value in it, which is nice. And then early night tonight, I'm off over for a meeting over in Horsforth tomorrow morning over Leeds, near Leeds to, sorry, I'm absolutely shattered, to discuss the corporate events company that I'm working on. So yeah, really good day. I really hope you've enjoyed it. I'm going to do this a lot more. Sorry I haven't done it for a while. If you like it, please hit the like button. If you've got any suggestions for this season, I've got loads of ideas myself. I need to get back into it. I need to do it more this season. I know what I'm doing now. So yeah, leave a comment if you've got any ideas anyway. And I'll see you soon.